Namaskar, good evening. You are watching Rajya Sabha television. I'm Smriti Rastogi with News Tonight. In the next half an hour, we'll take you through all the latest news and updates which have happened through the day. But before that, a quick look on the top headlines. BJP's National Council meeting begins in Delhi. Party Chief Amit Shah says Grand Alliance plans of the opposition motivated by fear of losing general elections. Asserts government has acquired a formidable track record on development works. Strong policies of the NDA government benefited poor and the middle classes, says Finance Minister Arun Jaitley. Asserts tax burden was not allowed to increase on the middle class, even as India retained its tag of fastest growing economy. Former CBI Director Alok Verma resigns from IPS, submits resignation letter a day after his transfer as DG Fire Services and Home Guards. Delhi High Court refuses to quash FIR against CBI Special Director Rakesh Asthana on bribery allegations. ISRO to launch 32 missions in year 2019. Chandrayaan-2 likely to be launched by April. Human mission to be sent into space by year 2021. And in Khelo India, Maharashtra continues winning run, amasses 85 medals including 29 goals to lead games medal tally. Delhi continues to be at the second spot with 58 medals, including 22 golds. Our top focus tonight, BJP President Amit Shah on Friday projected the upcoming Lok Sabha elections as a clash of ideologies. Speaking at the inaugural address of the BJP National Convention, Amit Shah dismissed the proposed Grand Alliance of the opposition parties against the BJP as a sham, calling them a disparate group with neither a leader nor any policy. He said they have been brought together by their greed of power. Listing out the achievements of the Modi government, Amit Shah exuded confidence that the BJP will once again form the government at the centre under Prime Minister Modi's leadership.
एक दूसरे के साथ एक सोफे पर न बैठने वाले आज हाथ मिला मिलाकर उठा कर क्यों घूम रहे? क्योंकि उनको मालूम है कि अकेले मोदी जी को हराना असंभव है, इसलिए वो इकट्ठा हुए। क्या है गठबंधन? मैं आपको बताना चाहता हूं, एक गठबंधन ढकोसला है, कुछ नहीं। विजयी नेता हमारा नेतृत्व करा है, उसके नेतृत्व में 2019 के अंदर फिर से एक बार भारतीय जनता पार्टी के पूर्ण बहुमत के साथ एनडीए की सरकार बनाने का संकल्प लेकर हमें जाना है। और मित्रों, मैं आपको एक बार कहना चाहता हूं, एक बार 2019 की सरकार बना दीजिए, भारत माता को विश्व गुरु के स्थान पर बैठने से कोई रोक नहीं सकता। मोदी जी विश्व में भारत का गौरव बढ़ाने में कोई कसर नहीं छोड़ी।
In a speech that lasted over an hour, Amit Shah asserted that the BJP wants the Ram temple in Ayodhya to be constructed at the earliest. But the opposition Congress is creating hurdles in resolution of the long-standing dispute.
मित्रों, सुप्रीम कोर्ट में केस चल रहा है। हम प्रयास कर रहे हैं कि जल्द से जल्द केस का निपटारा हो। हमने कहा है कि संवैधानिक रूप से राम मंदिर का निर्माण होगा, मगर कांग्रेस पार्टी अंदर रोड़ा अटकाने का एक भी मौका जाने नहीं देती।
And for more details on this, we'll go across to our correspondent Panchanan Mishra, who's joining us live. Panchanan, what was the outcome of the BJP National Executive meeting today?
Smriti, this national convention of BJP was totally focused on upcoming 2019 Lok Sabha elections. And the core the basic thing here we try to learn is that how the BJP is planning to go in this election. As we heard that BJP President Amit Shah clearly said that Ram Mandir is an issue which is a primary focus for the BJP, and Congress is creating hurdles. But not only Ram Mandir, Ram Temple issue. He focused on the 10% reservation recently passed from the parliament, also reduced GST for these businessmen community, and also the initiative taken by the government on the front of farmers. So all these issues were focused on for the upcoming 2019 election, and he tried to reiterate that Modi government should be brought back at the center to expedite all these schemes and all these welfare programs. So the core theme was to how to bring back Narendra Modi in 2019 election, which is scheduled in 2 to 3 months from now. Ab ki baar fir se Modi Sarkar, that was the core mantra and the core factional in this National Convention meeting. And we have seen that a large number of BJP office bearers, MPs, MLAs and MLCs across the country, it's around more than 10,000 in number, were there, and the resolution on agriculture issues and on social issues is being discussed and now it's been adopted. So and on tomorrow we will see that there will be a resolution on political issues and also the economic issues, and Prime Minister Narendra Modi will further give his address for this how to win this 2019 election and how to corner the opposition and their reasons and their agenda to gain the victory.
Thank you so much, Panchanan, for joining us and giving us all those details. So remember, the two-day BJP National Convention meeting is ongoing in the national capital. Today, Amit Shah, BJP President, addressed the meeting, and tomorrow, Prime Minister Narendra Modi is expected to address this meeting. Moving on to some more developments, Finance Minister Arun Jaitley on Friday asserted that the strong policies of the NDA government have benefited poor and middle classes. In a Facebook post blog, he said that 10% reservation for economically weaker sections does not contravene the basic structure of the Constitution. He also said that it was the first 5-year tenure of a government where India has consistently remained the fastest growing economy in the world. Jaitley noted that the Prime Minister's decision to force an agenda for poverty-based reservation is the greatest concern for the poor across the general categories. The minister said that in the last 5 years, not a single tax has been increased and GST has been brought down on most of the commodities. The finance minister also listed out measures taken by the government for the upliftment of the economic empowerment of the poor. And former CBI Chief Alok Verma resigned from the IPS a day after he was removed from his post by the high-powered committee. Refusing to take charge as Director General of the Fire Services, Verma alleged he was transferred on the basis of false, unsubstantiated and frivolous allegations made by only one person who was inimical to him. In his resignation letter addressed to the Secretary, Department of Personnel and Training, Verma wrote that he had already superannuated on July 31, 2017 and was only serving the government as Director CBI till January 31, 2019, as the same was a fixed tenure role. Since he is no longer the CBI Director and has already crossed the superannuation age of DG Fire Service, Civil Defence and Home Guards, he may be deemed as superannuated with immediate effect. Meanwhile, CBI No. 2 Rakesh Asthana faced a setback from the Delhi High Court on Friday. The court refused to squash the FIR lodged against the CBI Special Director on bribery allegations and vacated his interim order granting him protection against criminal proceedings. The judge also refused to quash the FIR lodged against CBI Deputy Superintendent Devendra Kumar and alleged middleman Manoj Prasad. The CBI has been told to complete the investigation in the case within 10 weeks. And some more news. In a relief for the Congress leader and former Finance Minister P. Chidambaram, Delhi's Patiala House Court has extended interim protection from arrest for him and his son Karthi Chidambaram till 1st of February. This is in connection with the ASL Maxis case filed by the CBI and the ED against P. Chidambaram and his son. The matter was posted to be heard on February 1st after Solicitor General Tushar Mehta, who was appearing for the CBI, told the court that the ongoing probe was about to be completed. Appearing for Chidambaram's, senior advocates Kapil Sibal and Abhishek Manu Singhvi sought extension of protection granted to Chidambaram's. Chidambaram and his son Karthi were named in the charge sheet filed by the CBI in the case on 19th of July last year. The case relates to the alleged irregularities in grant of Foreign Investment Promotion Board approval in the ASL Maxis deal during Chidambaram's tenure as the finance minister. The Supreme Court on Friday gave its nod to the ongoing projects under the government's ambitious Char Dham development plan. The project aims to connect the 4 holy towns of Uttarakhand, Yamunotri, Gangotri, Kedarnath and Badrinath by all-weather roads. However, the top court said that stay on stalled projects under the plan would continue till further orders. The Supreme Court bench also asked the centre to file its affidavit on a plea seeking a stay on the order of the National Green Tribunal clearing the project. The petitioner, NGO Citizens for Green Dune, claimed that the project would cause an irreversible damage to the ecology. The NGT gave its nod to the project on September 26th with some safeguards and constituted a committee to monitor it in view of larger public interest. On November 26th, the Supreme Court sought the centre's response on why it should not stay the NGT order clearing the project. And for more on this, we'll go across to Dr. S. Velmurugan, Senior Principal Scientist, CSIR, Central Road Research Institute. Sir, thank you so much for speaking to Rajya Sabha Television. What is the Char Dham development plan and what is it expected to achieve?
Yeah, see, basically this Char Dham highway, they call it as Char Dham Expressway Road project. So this particular project, it is expected to have about 900 kilometers of road to be constructed to make it all-weather roads. So from that angle, it's a very good initiative taken by the government. So if you are trying to construct, because you know these are the 4 pilgrimage locations in the located in the state of Uttarakhand, and also this particular state is somewhat prone to earthquakes and so many other disasters, and we need the proper development has to be there, and so that is a good from that angle it's a very good thing, and we expect this particular road to be a 2-lane road having 10 meters wide.
All right.
So once when we say 10 meter wide on a hilly terrain, we expect the road traffic negotiating on that particular road will be having safety precautions taken largely on board. So from that thing that you are making the road which is right now single lane road being converted to a 2-lane road with paved shoulder is a very good initiative.
What will be the challenges at the grassroots level in the execution of this plan?
Yeah, from that angle, since it's a project which is to be largely fully hilly road, hilly terrain. So here the challenge is going to be really gigantic. So from that angle, we need the road construction to be actually carried out with the primary focus on understanding the traffic which will be moving during the different time periods, because you can't have the construction going through all through the year because of the snowfall and other aspects. So from that angle, we need the timely execution of different tasks within a given period of 7 to 8 months. during any year, so that you can expect the people will be less inconvenienced when the road is being constructed.
Yeah. And what is the deadline of this project? By when can we expect this project to get
I heard
completed?
from some of them actually sources which is published from the actual ministries this thing. Yeah, they expect it by March 2020, which looks a very tall order because right now the project is being constructed in phases.
All right. And what is the Supreme Court's verdict on this in a very brief?
Sort of yeah, from that angle, like Supreme Court has given a verdict which is looks to be viable because it's environmental clearances have to be obtained. So that particular environmental clearances have to be sought from the NGT angle, that is National Green Tribunal angle, and subsequently now that has to be passed by the executing agency like NHA.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. S. Murugan, for joining us and giving us all those details. Remember, the Supreme Court has given its nod to the very ambitious project of the government, the Char Dham Development Plan, which aims to connect the 4 holy towns of Uttarakhand, Yamunotri, Gangotri, Kedarnath and Badrinath by all-weather roads. Moving on to some more news, the launch of India's second moon mission, Chandrayaan-2, is planned for the middle of April this year. This was confirmed by ISRO Chairman K. Sivan. A short while ago, the mission, costing nearly 800 crore rupees, is an advanced version of the previous Chandrayaan-1 mission that was launched 10 years ago. ISRO chief has also said that ISRO had earlier planned to launch the spacecraft sometime between January and February. But it could not materialize because of certain tests could not be conducted. Sivan also confirmed that preparations for India's first manned mission to space, Gaganyaan, in December 2021 is underway. The ISRO chief further said that the target of India's 2 unmanned missions to space is December 2020 and July 2021.
Our target, the Gaganyaan, is having the highest priority of ISRO right now for 2019. We are planning to have the unmanned mission is on December 2020 is the target. The second unmanned mission is 2021 July is the target. And the first manned mission is December 2021 is the target.
And Congress President Rahul Gandhi on Friday called on Vice President and Prime Minister of the UAE. Rahul Gandhi is in UAE to meet senior ministers of the country during his 2-day maiden visit to Dubai and Abu Dhabi. During the meeting, the Congress president was accompanied by Indian Overseas Congress Chairman Sam Pitroda and party leader Milind Deora. Congress president tweeted that the bond between India and the UAE has stood the test of time. Earlier in the day, Congress president addressed Indian workers and interacted with business leaders there. And some other news which we have been tracking through the day, Chief Ministers of Uttar Pradesh, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, Delhi, Rajasthan and Uttarakhand signed an agreement on Renukaji Dam multi-purpose project in the presence of the Union Minister Nitin Gadkari. The project is aimed at meeting the drinking water needs of these states. 3 storage projects are proposed to be constructed on the river Yamuna and 2 of its tributaries in Uttarakhand and Himachal Pradesh. These include Lakhwar project on river Yamuna in Uttarakhand, Kishau on river Tons in Uttarakhand and Himachal Pradesh, and Renukaji on river Giri in Himachal Pradesh. And Minister of External Affairs, Minister of External Affairs, MOS of External Affairs V.K. Singh announced the dates for 15th Pravasi Bharatiya Divas to be held in Varanasi from January 21st to 23rd. The Indian diaspora will also have this opportunity to participate in Kumbh Mela and attend the Republic Day Parade. Usually held on January 9th, this year's Pravasi Bharati Divas is postponed to the month end as the ministry received many requests from the members of the Indian diaspora to attend Kumbh Mela and Republic Day Parade. The Youth Pravasi Bharatiya Divas will be the highlight of the first day, while Prime Minister Narendra Modi will take part in the official inauguration on 22nd of January. The chief guest for that event will be Mauritius Prime Minister Praveen Jagannath. Ministry has received 5,000 registrations this year from across the globe.
हमने तारीख रखी 21, 22, 23, 24 को हम उनको कुंभ ले जाएंगे, 25 को हम वापस उनको दिल्ली ले आएंगे ताकि 26 को गणतंत्र दिवस परेड वो लोग देख सकें। कुंभ के अंदर उनके उस दिन का खर्चा उत्तर प्रदेश सरकार कर रही है, क्योंकि कुंभ के अंदर उन्होंने पहले बहुत बड़ा एक बंदोबस्त किया, बहुत बड़ा इंतजाम किया। पिछली बार टोटल जाकर हमारे और बाहर के सारे मिलाकर, और उसमें ज़्यादातर भारतीय ज़्यादा थे, 5,000 के करीब की नफरी हुई थी। अब की बार रजिस्ट्रेशन 5,000 हो गए।
Industrial production growth stood at 0.5% in November, largely due to a contraction in manufacturing activity. The industrial production or factory output determined by Index of Industrial Production missed economist expectations by a large margin. A poll of economists had forecast a growth of 4.1% in industrial production for November, according to news agency Reuters. In manufacturing, production contracted 0.4% in November. Growth in manufacturing had stood at 8.2% in the previous month and 10.4% in November 2017. The decline was mainly on account of fall in manufacturing, primarily in sectors such as metals, motor vehicles, etc. Jailed self-styled godman Gurmeet Ram Rahim and 3 others were convicted on Friday in the murder of a journalist by the special court in Haryana. Ram Rahim, chief of Dera Sacha Sauda sect, was found guilty in 2002 murder of journalist Ramchandar Chhatrapati. Ramchandar Chhatrapati was shot in October 2002 outside his house. Ram Rahim was named the main conspirator in the case. He will be sentenced on January 17th. Ram Rahim appeared before the court through video conferencing from Rohtak's jail. He is currently serving a 20-year prison term for raping 2 of his followers. A Japanese parliamentary delegation on Friday called on Rajya Sabha Deputy Chairman Harivansh. While welcoming the delegation, Harivansh said that India accords highest priority to Indo-Japan relationship, which is deep-rooted and historical going back to the 6th century. He added the relationship is based on common values of freedom, peace and democracy. The Japanese delegation is in New Delhi to strengthen parliamentary exchanges, economic and strategic relations. Rajya Sabha member Bhuvaneshwar Kalitha and Rajya Sabha Secretary General Desh Deepak Verma were also present on the occasion. And in the wake of the upcoming Kumbh Mela at Prayagraj, Uttar Pradesh police is leaving no stone unturned to ensure the smooth conduct of the entire program. They are keeping a strong vigil and monitoring the areas adjoining the banks of river Ganges and its tributaries.
The 55-day-long Kumbh Mela, the largest congregation in the world, will start on January 15th. It will end on March 4th. Over 130 million pilgrims are expected to take part in the festival. Devotees are thronging Prayagraj, with the belief that taking a dip in the holy water will pave way for salvation and rid them of their sins. Security arrangements have been beefed up for this massive congregation. The Uttar Pradesh police will keep a strong vigil and monitor areas adjoining the Ganga and its tributaries. Intelligence agencies, central police forces and contingents of civil police have been deployed tactfully to work in a coordinated manner.
इतना सुरक्षा बल और हम लोग गोताखोर, जल पुलिस और पीएसी बल जो भी लगे हैं वो अपनी ड्यूटी पर आप देखेंगे पूरा संगम आगे चल के देखते हैं हर जगह आपको तैनात मिलेंगे, अलर्ट हैं। किसी प्रकार की ऐसी दुर्घटना होने की दूर दूर तक मुझे संभावना नजर नहीं आती है।
In order to prevent any mishaps, 5-kilometer long floating boxes have been arranged along the river line.
ये करीब 5 किलोमीटर लंबा जो आप किनारे किनारे बैरिकेडिंग देख रहे हैं, ये पानी ये 5 किलोमीटर लंबे लगे हैं गंगा और यमुना के दोनों किनारे पे, ताकि कोई नहाने वाला आदमी बह के अंदर न चला जाए या अगर कोई खतरनाक जल जीव पानी में है तो वो आदमी को पकड़ने के लिए इधर ना आ जाए।
Apart from this, there are also several firsts in Kumbh congregation. For the first time, flags of 71 countries have been put up to promote the festival across the world. Navikram Singh's report for Rajya Sabha TV.
And international developments now. US President Donald Trump assured H-1B visa holders that his administration will soon bring changes that will give them certainty to stay in America and a potential path to citizenship. Trump on Friday tweeted that his administration is planning an overhaul of US policies on H-1B visa and will encourage talented and highly skilled people to pursue career options in the US. Trump's tweet comes as a good news for Indian professionals, especially in the IT sector, who have currently to wait for nearly a decade to get a green card or permanent legal residency. In the first 2 years of his presidency, Trump administration made it tough for the H-1B visa holders over their overstay, extension and issuing of new visa to them. And sports news now. Odisha and Haryana won their respective Pool B matches in the under-21 men's hockey category in Mumbai on Friday and advanced to the semi-finals to be played on Sunday. Haryana beat Maharashtra while Odisha defeated Jharkhand in Pool B. The semi-final matches of the under-21 men's competition will take place on 13th of January, where Punjab will take on Haryana while Uttar Pradesh will face Odisha. Khelo India host Maharashtra and Delhi are in the quest of increasing their medal tally. Maharashtra amassed 85 gold medals with 29 goals, while Delhi was close a second with 58 medals in total, including 22 goals. And that's all we have for you in this edition of News Tonight. Thank you for watching. Namaskar.
Thank you.